I have to call this video Stress Kills. People can't understand stress. Different people have different stress levels. Some people can handle a whole lot. Other people hardly nothing. So I got thinking about this more and more. Even though all this stuff I've been doing, still have stress. It just doesn't go away sometimes. Some people take medication for stress, but I was just watching this YouTuber, I haven't seen in a long time. Her name's outlierrin, and I watched her probably last year, and I haven't seen her in months. She was living in her car, right? She's this young girl, like 30, living in her car. She hasn't made any videos because she's been living in a house. Now she's back in her car.
Where's all your toys, Sparrow?
And she says she likes it better in her car. When you're drinking Milwaukee's Best, you need nuts with them. Thank you. Yeah, well, this lady, I can't remember her real name is, but her handle's outlierrin. Oh, she's back living in her car. And she dropped out of welding school. And before that, she was a bus driver. Oh, no. Bartender. And just the way she talks, like every time she's like, she didn't like this, she didn't like that. And that's why, she dropped out. She can't handle it anymore. So she goes and lives in her car, right? Well, you gotta have compassion for this person. She can't help it. She does the best she can, and when she can't handle it anymore, she takes off. In one part of her video, she's talking about her counselor she goes to see. Then she says, oh, they were a real nice person. And then she starts nitpicking this counselor. Well, you're never going to find the perfect counselor, you know what I mean? There's no such thing. I don't care how many years this counselor went to college and gets paid $100 an hour. Well, they're not perfect either. So, I don't know. You gotta just do the best you can and try to be happy with it. Or you could just take a hell of a lot of medication. Pretty soon, your medication ain't working, you gotta double your dose. Or, one medication has side effects, so you gotta take another medication for that. And pretty soon, you might either be a zombie, or who knows what. You might not even be thinking straight. So, it's easy to get sucked into that, because that's what doctors do. They prescribe medications. It's just what they learned how to do at school. Oh, you got this problem? Okay, here, pop this pill. Well, you start out with, when you're younger, with 1 or 2 pills. Pretty soon, when you're my age, you're on 10 of them. Then you go to the doctor one day, and you tell them, hey, I'm just tired of all this bullshit, and this medication ain't working for me. Well, you can either double your dose, or we can wean you off of it, but and get you on something new, but you're gonna be on a roller coaster for a while. You're gonna be up, you're gonna be down. And so I thought, son of a bitch. I came out of the office and said, oh man, I'm just gonna have to double my dose. And I thought, no, I don't care what happens. They take me to the emergency room, now that's what's going to happen. I'm going to quit cold turkey. Well, that was freaking tough, let me tell you. You'd be just sitting there and you just feel your body shaking for no reason for a long time. And so I'm actually thinking about going to Philadelphia, because I watched some videos on people in Philadelphia, and watching a video is one thing, but actually seeing it in person is another. There's actual people in Philadelphia are like zombies, because they take so much like fentanyl. They're just like hunched over all day, like this, like you feel bad for them. You got to have compassion for them. They just can't get out of that, because first of all, most of them started when just to drown out their brain from trauma that they experienced in life. So that's how they started. A lot of them started the drug. And then once you start on it, you can't get off of it, because you'll be so freaking sick. You'll just... And then after a while, you don't care. You're just like not even taking a bath. You got all kinds of holes in your skin and stuff. And you're doing anything for money. They're robbing stores. The guys are. The women are prostituting. It's terrible. And normal people just walk by you like you're filth, like you're nothing. Would Jesus do that? I don't know. I was just thinking, nobody talks about it, or not very many people. People don't realize how serious it is. Like, nobody wants to talk about mental health or anything. Seems like if you got a broken arm or something, yeah. So, it relates to a lot of things on some people. Believe it or not. It's how they do things. It's how they do everything. For some people, they can't even handle it. They have to take a bunch of medication. Other people just figure, hey, if you don't like me, then it's too bad. That's your problem. Like, I do have a counselor, and told her all kinds of stuff. Usually she just like, she acts like it's all okay. So next time I see her, I'm going to say, man, I need to hear a lot more opinions right now. You know what I mean? Why'd you go all these years to college? You got to start talking more now. It's your turn. I was just thinking, how come that girl makes these YouTube videos and talks about this stuff? It's probably good for her mental health. Because you got to talk about it. If you don't talk about it and just hold it in, how healthy do you think that is? So she gets in her car and starts making videos. I just got listening to some more of her video, and she's talking about how it was in the house and things she couldn't handle, not enough privacy and all this. Well, it's good for her health talking about this, so I believe it. Like the stuff that bothers me, some other people wouldn't bother. Like making decisions and afterwards feeling real bad about them, no matter what decisions you make. It's terrible. It's like a illness on its own. I just don't know the name of it, so I'm thinking it don't count. Maybe I'm the only one that has it. I can't believe one of another thing she's bitching about that house is she felt bad making YouTube videos in there because she's airing out her dirty laundry on them. Well, you can't hide your mental health issues forever. You know what I mean? You're better off talking about them.
Yeah.
How many people is she talking on YouTube to? There's a lot of people, a lot more than a small house. There's probably that last video was like 2,000 views. So I don't know how she came up with that, but oh well. Yeah, now she's talking about all these medications she's on, but she mentioned the people at the house would ask her, "Hey, how you doing today?" and all this. Well, I think that's great. The more people that care about you, the better. When you're out living in a car, maybe you got your YouTube comments. That's all you got. Look, my son got me a Blatt Spear. I grew up on this. It was in a little bottle, but better than nothing. I'm gonna drink it. So I don't know. I'm thinking she just likes to talk about all this, and it makes her feel better. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I try not to complain about too much stuff, and you gotta remind yourself to be grateful. That's very important. And some people have to do it more than others. You have to think, hey, I'm grateful for this, and I'm grateful for that, and you just have to tell yourself that every day. Because otherwise, people get jealous, or they never think they have enough, or it's all about materialism. It's all about what you look like. It's all about how many friends you have. Well, it's not all about that stuff.